now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast with meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler.
All right, so when I left Friday, this was my snowfall forecast, and so I didn't change it. That's how it was. You can go on the weather blog from that day and take a look, double check. And so, I had a zone about 2 to 3 in there for a lot of the metro. Virginia Beach, I had lesser amounts because I thought there'd be that mixing zone, which did come in, mostly a melting mix and hardly anything on the ground for a lot of coastal North Carolina. And then that zone of 3 to 4 up there from Hampton north up through Gloucester, Eastern Shore. So compared to what fell, it was a pretty good forecast. As you can see, I changed it. Not much changed on the map. We did have the 2 to 3 inch zone was more up there for Hampton and the lower Eastern Shore. That 3 to 4 was up towards the James City County area over to Gloucester and Melfa. And Virginia Beach, you had a little bit on the ground, but it was just a real slushy. Really, a lot of the south side was really slushy. But you had about 1 to 2 inches on the grass and maybe less than that to the south. So, I mentioned and I stuck to my guns on it about that mix being in there for the south side for a time. Very tricky forecast. And sure enough, it ended as rain for some over the south side for a little bit. And so that lowered the total. So a very tricky forecast, but I'll tell you, I think we did a pretty good job out there. So anyway, that was the recent snow. Today, we're going to have some more melting with a high temperature around 50 degrees. There'll be some 40s north of the metro. And then 41 tomorrow, 36 Wednesday. Cold air comes back. But we're going to be dry through that time, and then we'll start warming up a little bit as we head towards the weekend. We got high pressure offshore, cold front to the west. It looks like there's a lot of precip to the southwest. There is, but I checked all the models. They all have it moving more to the east because I think the dry air kind of holds here for a little while. So as for now, all I'm expecting is a couple of flurries in the evening, and that's it. There's nothing out there right now. Looks like it, but just some clouds down to the south. And we're going to have partly cloudy skies, some passing clouds through the day. Winds will be out of the west and southwest at about 8 to 12 miles an hour. That'll help to lift the temperatures a little bit. Should be pretty nice out this afternoon. You got a high around 50 and passing clouds. Now here's 6 o'clock. Notice the clouds start changing direction. They start coming in more out of the west and northwest. So that's that front swinging through. It could deliver a couple of flurries tonight and maybe to the south tomorrow morning. But through the day, we're going to start clearing things out. We'll have a lot of sunshine in the afternoon. Those winds will be mainly out of the northwest tomorrow, but maybe out of the west for a time, and they will be a little bit breezy there. But they should let up by about the evening, Tuesday evening. Now, we've got today upper 40s for highs in Virginia Beach and Kildare Hills. You got 50 in Norfolk and Portsmouth, 51 Chesapeake, Elizabeth City. Should be, again, pretty pleasant out there this afternoon. You're getting that sun. Our bodies are used to this cold, so it's going to feel very warm out later today. 50 in Newport News, 47 Hampton, 46 Gloucester, 45 Melfa. You got cooler temps here because you got some snow on the ground and still some icy patches, so it'll take a little more to warm you up. Now today, keep in mind that bay temperature is 38, so some folks may want to try and do some boating days, some fishing. Well, just keep that in mind. Winds out of the west-southwest. Now, your 7-day forecast, you got low 40s tomorrow and then 30s on Wednesday. Cold air's coming back, at least for a little bit, but then we're back to the 40s Thursday and Friday, and then we're hitting some 50s next weekend. Look at Saturday, 53, partly cloudy. That'll be a really nice day. And then Sunday, though, we will have some rain moving in. And hopefully that timing doesn't change too much for the weekend. But boy, I could enjoy that Saturday, that's for sure. Ooh.